Hi everyone, Max here again. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to read abbreviations on a pattern. This is where it gets more interesting. I'm going to show you the initial abbreviations as on the screen at the moment. Please feel free to freeze, take a photo and print off the abbreviation list. Then I will show you real-time examples of what each abbreviation means. Some of them will be pretty self-explanatory, but in order to give you a full guide, I'm going to just cover all of them. So feel free to ask any questions and let's go. E for beginning. This simply means within a pattern they will ask you to do a particular stitch at the beginning of the next row. C for centimetre. This is just to advise that the measurements are in centimetres. C for continue. This will advise you to continue a particular part of the pattern that is repeated more than once. D for decrease. This is advising you that you need to decrease the amount of stitches that you're working on, and may say knit two together, or cast off to decrease the number of stitches. G for garter stitch. Garter stitch is plain knitting as shown in tutorial 1. I for increase. Like decrease, the pattern will advise you how and when to increase stitches beginning or end of a row. K for knit. Very self-explanatory, you just knit a row. K, 2 together. Knit 2 stitches together in order to form a pattern, such as decreasing to form the reduction of an armhole, neck hole. K-wise, knit-wise. This is advising you at that part of the particular pattern you're working on a knit-wise side of the work. M1, make 1. This could be because you only need one particular piece of a pattern. P is for purl row. This is when you are working the opposite way to a knit row. PSSO. This is when you pass over one or more stitch onto the next needle without knitting, but then pass them over the next knitted stitch, as in the example. are for remaining. This will advise you on how many stitches should be remaining on the work. R for repeat. This is to advise you that a particular pattern needs to be repeated, and it will advise how many times. SL. This is when you slip a stitch onto the next needle without knitting it. ST. Guidance on to continue in that particular stitch and how many. STST. Stocking stitch. Knit 1, purl 1 row. THL through the back of the loop. This will be for a specific kind of stitch where you have to knit through the back of the loop rather than the front. Tog. Pretty self-explanatory when you knit a stitch together. See the example. Right, thank you all for still being with me if you're here at the end. I wanted to be thorough and go through all of the abbreviations that are most common on most patterns. I hope this helps you to do more projects and read patterns more easily. I appreciate any questions that you have, any suggestions, anything that you want to discuss about knitting. The next episode that I will do, I will try and present a project for you so that you can read the pattern that I produce and do the project, and I'd love to see it. So until the next one, happy knitting. Bye from Mags.